Welcome to Fingers Beauty Talks. Basically, I'll be coming to you almost every week to talk about different issues or concerns, whatever it is. We'll talk all things beauty, whatever it is that you want to talk about, we're going to talk about it here at Fingers Beauty Talks. So on today's episode of Fingers Beauty Talks, we are going to be talking about the importance of proper head measurements and proper wig measurements, because as you all know, if you're making a wig, one of the main things wig makers struggle with is getting the proper measurements. They sit here, they take the measurements, they do all the things, and then as soon as they get ready to make their wig and craft their hairline, next thing you know, when they come back to do the fitting, nothing fits. You're like, what did I do wrong? Where did I go wrong? I measured, I did all the things that I was supposed to do, and somehow nothing is fitting properly. That's gonna end up leaving them with so much insecurity about their wig slipping and sliding, and they don't know how to do it, or it's just bunched up in the back. Nobody wanna walk around with a wig bunched up in the back or a wig too tight for a headache. I'm gonna give you two tips on how you can actually take really good proper measurements for your wigs, okay? First things first, you want to get a flexible measuring tape. Now, what's a flexible measuring tape? I am tongue-tied. A flexible measuring tape kind of looks like this. And basically, it's almost like the fabric tape, and it conforms to the head. You can be able to get accurate measurements front to back, side to side, all the things. And the good thing about this type of tape is that it's pretty much going to be accurate. So having yourself proper measuring tape is exactly what you need. The flexible measuring tape, whether it's cloth or whether it's something like this. Now, the second tip, make sure that you're taking measurements over how your client is going to wear their hair underneath the wig. Now, remember this, if your client comes to you, let's say they just washed their hair and their hair is like really big per se, and they just put it in a ponytail, that's not really going to cut it, because if their hair is not flat to how they're going to normally wear their hair, that's why I always say when I do my consultations, I like to do it over braids or over something that's completely flat, because how I take the measurements the first time is how I'm gonna actually make the wig. And dealing with the client's schedules, nobody has time to keep going back and forth on, okay, well, did you braid your hair? Did you not braid your hair? What's going on? What's not going on? So make sure however they come to you, make sure that you get their hair as flat as possible. You might have to braid them down just so you can get the right measurements, because what you don't want to do is get sloppy on the braids and do 6 big fat braids, and let's say the next time they come to you, they're completely blow dried and everything. So now when you braid them down, it looks and fits completely different, because the bigger their hair is underneath the wig, the bigger the wig is going to be. So those are my 2 tips for you. Now keep in mind that in our online lace front wig making class, I actually give you step-by-step guide and a step-by-step instructions on how to do a proper wig mold with a foolproof fitting, like literally, to the point where you'll be able to capture your client's hairline and it's gonna fit with whatever wig that you decide to customize for them. I hope this helped. If it does, please tag me down below. Let me know your questions so that I can make more videos just like this. All right, y'all. See you on the next one, and make sure you get that class if you haven't gotten it already. Okay, wig makers. Bye.